This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore.
I am right now inside of 9,000 subscribers away from 500,000. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe and help me achieve that goal, because it's only with you that I'm going to be able to do it. Let's talk about this continuation that was filed at the last minute, within 30 minutes of the deadline. The deadline was midnight on Tuesday for Donald Trump to get a stay of execution, being tongue-in-cheek there, to indefinitely postpone his trial related to this documents case brought by the United States government against him. I have the document in my hand. I'm going to read briefly from it, but first I'm going to give you a flavor for what's going on here and what's going on behind the scenes, because a lot of us have talked about the fact that Donald Trump absolutely is running for president in large measure to protect himself, to conceal himself, to cover himself from legal consequence. Because as president of the United States, having a Justice Department act as his own legal firm, like he did his first term, it would be easy to scuttle this case. Just make it go away. And he faces real jail time. So here's the headline from the New York Times. Trump lawyers seek indefinite postponement of documents trial. The former president's legal team argued in a court filing that no trial date should be set until all substantive motions in the case were resolved, setting up an early key decision by Judge Aileen Cannon. That's what they're doing. And I'm not going to read the whole thing here. I mean, the article is long, and it covers a whole bunch. It will be linked below. I would encourage you to go to the source and read. But it's this paragraph that I'm going to read here that is the most important, because it really does indicate what is at play here. It indicates what the motivations of Donald Trump are. Some of the former president's advisors have been blunt in private conversations that he is looking to winning the election as a solution to his legal problems. And the request for an open-ended delay of the trial of Mr. Trump and his co-defendant, Walt Nauta, a personal aide, presents a high-stakes question for Judge Cannon, who came into the case already under scrutiny for making decisions favorable to the former president in the early phases of the investigation. They know that is really his only way out here. The case against Donald Trump is so solid, so sterling, that it is a slam dunk. That the real legal threat that he faces, he will only be able to extricate himself through election, through getting back into the presidency where he can obstruct justice. This is from their filing. Response in opposition to the government's motion for continuance and proposed revised scheduling order. The defendants, President Donald J. Trump and Waltine Nauta, in the above-captioned matter, respectfully request that this court deny the government's proposed scheduling order, withdraw the current order, and postpone initial consideration of any rescheduled trial date until after substantive motions have been presented and adjudicated. This extraordinary case presents a serious challenge to both the fact and perception of our American democracy. You know how much Donald Trump really cares about the perception and of our American democracy. It's close to his heart. This patriot of a man who has abject respect for the continuation of democracy in our country, even though he incited an insurrection against the country, in trying to end democracy in America by overturning a free and fair settled American election. Yeah, get out of here. The court now presides over a prosecution advanced by the administration of a sitting president against his chief political rival, himself a leading candidate for the presidency of the United States. Therefore, a measured consideration and timeline that allows for a careful and complete review of the procedures that led to this indictment and the unprecedented legal issues presented herein best serves the interest of the defendants and the public. Thus, pursuant to 18 U.S. Code subsection 3161, paragraph 87A, based on the extraordinary nature of this action, there is most assuredly no reason for any expedited trial, and the ends of justice are best served by a continuance. I guess we should just jettison the notion of having a right to a speedy trial as one of our sacred constitutional protections. He doesn't care about that. No, speedy trial. Who needs that? Who needs justice swiftly? Donald Trump is without a doubt trying to use the presidency to cover his crimes, to extricate himself from the legal morass that he finds himself in, based on his own actions. The rampant serial criminal that is Donald Trump, whether it be obstruction of justice or an actual incitement to overthrow the United States government, the only way he's going to be out of it is if this goes away. And the only way this goes away is if he's president again. One more reason why elections matter. One more reason why voting for Joe Biden over Donald Trump is the only way to continue democracy in America. These people, kids these days. Anyway, I'd love to know what you think. This is a development that is rolling out right now. And of course, we are waiting with bated breath to find out what Judge Aileen Cannon does, who absolutely is a Trump toady. We can only hope that she has it within her some modicum of shame, some level of dignity to know that she is under a microscope and that she is seen as a Trump lapdog based on her previous rulings that were not even jurisdictionally correct. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can absolutely email me, daily@dollemore.com. You can also just mix it up in the comments and we can talk about it there. That does good things for the channel. It indicates to the algorithm that people like this content and they're reacting to it. They're engaging with it. So please subscribe and like and comment and blah, blah, blah. If you want to support my work more than liking and commenting and subscribing, click the join button below, become a channel member, click that super thanks button below, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Those are all great ways to help support the work I'm doing right here. Follow me on the social media. I'd love to see you there. I'm at Dollemore, and I'll see you next time. I love you guys. I appreciate you very much, and be genuine. Take care of one another.